So you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to be happy about the bad things that happen to me in my life? Well, no, that's not exactly what the Bible says. In Romans chapter 5 and verse 3, we find a very interesting verse. Look at what it says. Romans chapter 5 verse 3 says, "And not only so, but we glory in tribulations also, knowing that tribulation worketh patience." If there was an expert in tribulations in the Christian life, it definitely would be the Apostle Paul. If you take time to read 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verses 23 through 28, it'll give you just a taste of what Paul had been through. And all of those things listed in those verses happened after he became a Christian. So the question was, should we be happy about the bad things that happen to us in our Christian life? The answer is no. You're not expected to be happy about them, but you are expected to be thankful for them. This verse goes even further than that. It says that we should glory in those bad things, glory in those tribulations. The Apostle Paul puts glorying in tribulations right up there with rejoicing in the hope of the glory of God himself. He says it in verse 2. And then he says, we also ought to glory in our tribulation. Believers can rejoice in tough circumstances and in the valleys of life because we know that through these bad things, through these valleys in our lives, we are gaining strength and God can be glorified. Let's not forget about the account in John chapter 9, verses 1 through 3, where it says, "And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. And his disciples asked him, saying, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? Jesus answered, Neither hath this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him." You know, sometimes things happen in our lives so God can get the glory from them. Sometimes those things are not pleasant things. And it's up to us to search our hearts and to know whether or not the tribulations and the valleys that we're going through currently are because we are doing something right or because we are doing something wrong. You know, we can rejoice today in the fact that there is a God in heaven who knows what's going on in your life. He knows the whole story. He knows your frame today. He knows how much you can handle as long as you're keeping your eyes and your heart fixed on Him. Have a great day.